Welcome back to On the Case, people. What a privilege to be here. What a great day. You know what? I don't want to say I'm not arsed because that sounds so bad, but I just have no energy, and it's because I went to sleep at 3 a.m. and woke up at 8 a.m. which for me is not a lot of sleep. And today I kind of done my day backwards. Usually I go to the gym after work, as you know, but today I went at 9 a.m, which for me is like so not a thing. But we'll get into that anyway. Paul was like, Kasey, what are we talking about today? I was like, I don't know. We're just gonna see. But that's the beauty of this podcast. I get to talk about what I like, and I'm so happy that I'm not in a podcast with anybody else because, quite frankly, I wouldn't care what they have to say. No, I'm joking. I just can't with that. Do you know what I mean? I'm having to try and coordinate two people's schedules. But before we even go anywhere, last week, me and Paul set a little challenge in the podcast, right? Do you remember this?
I do.
We set a challenge where we were going to say a word in the middle of the podcast, and when you heard it, you had to text me to see who was listening. And I've actually got, I don't want to say a lot of messages. I've got like 4, but from people that wouldn't usually text me. So that's a good sign.
Name them.
I actually took a few screenshots so I could name them. So Keelan, obviously, who she posts every week, so she's a real one. Then there was a girl called, let me find these people. Oh God, her name's in Irish. She's never going to listen again now when I butcher this. I don't know. It's CHA like Sharnav Arson.
Okay.
I think that's like her first and second name.
Cancelled.
Yeah, I'm so sorry. Please don't cancel me.
Connolly.
Maybe. Oh my God, I think I have a spot. Maybe she's a teacher and she can't have a real name. Anyway.
Oh.
There was another girl, Holly. There was like 4 people, guys.
Okay.
So midway through this episode, let's do it again. Okay. Right. Yes. So this week's gonna be just me, just talking basically, like it is every week.
And Steve.
Oh yeah, and Steve. Guys, I'm also wearing the purple band tracksuit because I always forget that. Not that I forget that I have it. That sounds really bad. But I don't. Not that I don't appreciate it enough. That's the wrong thing to say too. It's just, you know. I'm just delirious today, Paul. It's just so surreal that I have it, that I like to just preserve it.
Are you the only one with it?
Yes.
Wow.
One of a kind, baby. Okay, let's get into the week. So
You've got a nice black one as well. You had the black one.
Yeah, I just got a black one. I nearly have all of them now.
Okay.
So we're going to go back to last Friday, I think, because we recorded the pod on Wednesday. Nothing would have happened Thursday, whatever. Friday.
Can you do me a little favor?
No.
Lower that mic down a wee bit. I just want to see your beautiful face.
After my facial. Anyway.
Yeah, she's glowing. Closer, but down.
Me.
That's fine.
There.
Yeah.
Okay. We need to go in chronological order for my brain. So Friday last week, I cleaned my room. What else did I do? Oh, I went to reformer Pilates with Sarah, and then we went for a walk. I actually rarely ever see Sarah, even though we live on the same road. So yeah, we done Pilates together, and then went and done our steps, got a coffee. And then that night, I was surprising Uncle Pat because Uncle Pat got a new job. Everyone clap. Paul, you need to clap. So instead of going for dinner or something like that, I decided to bring him to the cinema because he loves the cinema. I'm not the biggest fan of the cinema, only because of the commitment element of it all. Like having to commit to like 2 hours is just like crazy for me. So yeah, I booked the cinema. There's a really nice one in Nutgrove. It's like Stella vibes, but not Stella. Do you get me? Like there's really nice couches. You can get stuff delivered like to your seat, whatever. They have like a little footstool, they have pillows. Like it's so nice. It's actually not even expensive. Like for the 2 tickets, it was only €30. So I thought that was great. So yeah, booked The Obsession. I personally don't like scary movies, don't like horror movies, but I said for the sake of Uncle Pat, we'll go. But before the cinema, I actually came into town because Kevin, who used to work with us, left, and I'm really sad about it. I hate when anyone leaves our job because I just feel like I'm real sentimental and I just like love like things being the same. So like when anyone leaves FM 104, which is rare, like people don't really leave that often. I just get really sad about it. And Kevin's been here since I started, and like back when I used to be like working in the office, we used to collect all the cans, like the bottle return scheme or whatever, and we'd go to Dunn's together and we'd put all the cans in the thing and we'd get a little voucher and we'd get ice cream for everyone. It was just a whole thing. And then obviously I do my show every night and he does news, so he'd be until like 7 anyways, and we'd always just chat and we just had a laugh. We just had really similar, not similar humor, but we just had a great laugh. You know, I had a lot of time for Kevin. And I remember whenever I'd come in and be like, I have news, because obviously he was the head of news, like, so I'd always give him news. and like think that he'd use it, but he'd be like, Kasey, this is fake news. This is like bullshit influencer news. It isn't important. And I'd be like, come on. I told Kevin when there was a rumor about Coldplay playing on Grafton Street, I went into work and I said, Kevin, there's a rumor Coldplay are going to be on Grafton Street. And he was like, yeah, whatever. This is one of your bullshit stories. Sure enough, an hour later, they're on fucking Grafton Street. And who was there? Only Kevin. He ended up going on his bike because he heard other sources that Coldplay were going to be there, and he went and he got to see them and I didn't. So never got over that. But anyway, yeah, R.I.P. Kevin. He's a goner. He's going to the national broadcaster. He's going to RTE. Bigger and better things. But yeah, so after we went for the drinks, I obviously didn't drink because I was driving. Went to the cinema, and guys, Obsession was so good. For someone that doesn't like movies, doesn't like horrors, doesn't have an attention span, this thing kept me hooked. Like, it was more so like a psychological thriller situation rather than a horror. There was a couple of jump scares, but oh my God, so good. Have you seen it yet, Paul?
No.
Do you intend on seeing it?
Yeah.
It's basically like, you can't really spoil it because it's a horror. Like, there's nothing to spoil. Like, the storyline's a storyline. But it's basically about a girl and a boy. She had no interest in the boy. He makes a wish that she falls in love with him, but she ends up becoming like obsessed with him, but like freakily obsessed. It's so like, and you know what? The movie had like a really small budget. I think it was only like 750K, which for a movie is low apparently. Yeah. And I think he like people were saying that he did a lot of it like in his own apartment, or he edited it or I don't know. But highly, 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 highly recommend people. And also, I have a debate I want to settle with people in the cinema. Popcorn or nachos? I've been a popcorn girl since I was a child. But the last time we went, I tasted Uncle Pat's nachos and I was like, they're kind of bussing with the cheese. So I got them. And I think I might be converted now. What would you get, Polly?
I like sweet popcorn, which is more...
Sweet? You always have to make everything weird.
No, I'm not making it weird. Let me explain. In the UK, salt and sweet popcorn is quite common.
Okay.
Or I feel like salted popcorn a lot. And nachos, I agree, they're banging, but the cheese can be a bit fake.
A bit much.
It doesn't feel like real cheese. And I've heard horror stories from mates worked in cinemas.
Oh, about the popcorn?
All of it. Just to overthink it. I used to work in a cinema. I used to pick all the films.
Oh. You worked in the cinema?
Yeah.
You kept that one quiet?
When I was like 23, 24.
So many, many, many years ago.
A long time ago. And one time, your biggest pop diva came in, Katy Perry.
Oh, to the cinema?
And she hired the private cinema out.
You're messing.
No, she hired the private cinema out for all her dancers. This was like 2012, 13.
What?
To see My Week with Marilyn. And she hired a private cinema, and she brought in like 5 huge long bags of popcorn. We actually had to buy them from another cinema because we didn't do popcorn. And the guy's like, oh, this popcorn is about, 6 months old. So we ate that popcorn for months afterwards after Katy Perry left.
Hang on a minute now. Why have you kept this quiet for so long?
I never met her.
Well,
we just hired out a cinema. She hired out the whole cinema for herself and her dancers.
Did you see her with your own 2 eyes?
No, I wasn't a fan. But we got to eat all our popcorn for like weeks afterwards because she bought so much.
But so it went out a day after?
Well, popcorn is like cooked months in advance, and you can eat it for months after.
Cinema popcorn?
Yeah.
Surely not.
Just overthink cinema food.
Yeah, well.
That's why I'm like, nachos, not sure.
Well, in this Nut Grove cinema, you can get, now we didn't get it, but you can get like pizza and goujons and all delivered to your table.
Oh yeah,
cocktails.
I've done that, but it's kind of, you're eating dinner while you're trying to watch a film.
Yeah, and I also feel awkward. Like, even though like you can get table service, I just wouldn't get table service in the cinema.
I've done it once, and it was weird trying to cut up your dinner in front of a film.
Yeah, but also like even like when everyone's sitting there watching the movie, and like I feel bad for the staff having to come in and give you the stuff, like even though it's literally their job, like, but I just feel awkward. Like,
what about popcorn with like M&Ms mixed in?
Yeah, so the last time I went, I got the like buttons on the top. You can get a little button topper.
All for that. But
I've now discovered my favorite cinema snack along with nachos is Maltesers.
Okay.
Big fan of a Malteser.
Old school.
Yeah, I don't know. They just do something for me. Yeah, they do. Make podcast equipment more expensive, will you? Anyway, so yeah, went to cinema, and then Saturday was the big day, baby. Kingfishr. Oh my God, did we have some crack, right? So first of all, we all know last week I was complaining that I couldn't get free tickets. So I bought tickets for last week, the one in St. Anne's. So then for this one, I also bought tickets. But then one of my plugs pulled through, and your girl got 2 free tickets. So took the 2 free tickets, sold one ticket, and then Clodagh and Paul halved the other ticket. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Because obviously I was getting the freebie. So then they ended up only having to pay 30 quid each to go, which I thought was pretty good. So yeah, we set off on the concert bus from hell. Don't even get me started, right?
Where was it?
So the concert?
Yeah.
Malahide Castle.
Oh.
So we decided we'd book a little concert bus, right? I've never really got a concert bus. But Clodagh found out there was one that went from Dunboyne, where she lives, to and from, 30 quid, handy out. Have a way there, have a way back, can drink on the bus. Great. So we booked this bus, right? It's meant to pick you up at the M3 Parkway in Dunboyne. So we go there. About 20 minutes later, no sign of this bus. But there was other people there waiting. So we were like, right, we're obviously in the right place. So finally, this bus pulls in. Now, bear in mind, the bus pulled in miles away from us. So I was like, maybe that's not our bus. But then people started getting off it. And like we were like, maybe they're peeing, maybe they're smoking. I don't know. So anyways, we're all kind of looking around, waiting for someone to take one for the team. And I was like, right, well, we just go over and see what the crack is. So we went over, me, Clodagh, Paul, and 2 other girls. And the rest of the gang stayed back. And we went over and we are like, is this the bus going to Malahide Castle? He was like, yeah, this is the bus. So I was like, oh, okay. So we got on the bus. But people at the stop had told us, oh, anytime we've got a bus from here, he's always came over to this part. So we get on the bus anyway, and we're expecting him to just drive around the car park and collect the other people. But sure doesn't. He start driving out of the place, and we're all like looking at each other like the people that we just met, me, Clodagh, and Paul, were like, oh my God, someone needs to tell him. Like, there's like 15 people waiting over there. So anyway, one of the girls finally gets up and runs up to the driver, was like, oh, there's people waiting at the stop or whatever. So he was like, right. So he turns back around, goes back and collects them people. So luckily they got on. If it wasn't for us, they would have missed the concert on the bus, right? So then the bus driver looks like something from the Outback, okay? He's wearing this like hat you'd see on I'm a Celebrity. He's quite old, and the bus is roasting. The bus was like 50 degrees, okay? So everyone's asking them, is there any windows? Is there any aircon? No, the bus was old, right? So the bus driver then proceeds to try and open the emergency exit on the roof to use as a window. But I'm kind of looking at him going, I don't really think that's meant to be a window, because once you pull that thing off, there's no getting it back on. But he then realised he couldn't get it back on if he took it off. So he just went and sat down. So then Clodagh and this other random fella tried to get it off, and then one of the handles broke. And the other guy straight away tried to blame Clodagh. He was like, oh, that wasn't me. But I was like, you know what? The bus driver tried to open the poxy thing. So like nobody can really take the blame for this. Anyway, we're driving to this concert. The bus on Google Maps said it would be 33 minutes. We're an hour and a half into this journey, okay? Clodagh is bursting to pee. Like, she's like, I'm actually going to pee on the floor. Like, because she thought she'd only have to be on the bus for half an hour. So she's like, oh, grand, I can hold it. So, sorry, I'm bored of my own story.
Once again, you're yawning on your own podcast.
Yeah. So, we're an hour and a half into this journey. There's now a crash on the M50.
Is this after the concert?
No, this is on the way there.
Oh, fucking hell.
Yeah. So, there's a crash on the M50. Of course, it's not the bus driver's fault. But the bus driver decided to drive in the lane where the crash was. You would think he would drive in the other lanes where people were like passing the crash, but no. So then finally we get to Malahide. We're in the vicinity of Malahide, and we're coming down a little small country road, and we see a bus coming towards us. And the bus driver rolls down the window and tells our bus driver, you're not going to make it down that road. And I'm going, oh my God. Like, surely the bus driver knew he wasn't going to fit. There was basically a bridge that the bus wasn't going to fit under. So now everyone on the bus is like, oh my God, we're already like fucking 2 hours getting here. Everyone needs to pee. Clodagh is nearly passing away. So he just pulls over on this little tiny country road. Everyone gets off the bus. People are peeing, people are smoking, people are vaping. My worst nightmare. Clodagh pees on the side of the street. And then we all get back in the bus. And I look at Google Maps and I realise we're only like 5-10 minutes from my cousin's house. I have cousins that live in Malahide. And I was like, right, the next time this bus stops dead, I'm just going to ask them, can we get off? Because we'll just walk to my cousin's house and it'd be grand. So we get to a red light and I go down and I'm like, yeah, do you mind if we get off here? And he's like, no. I was like, sorry? What do you mean no? He's like, no, you can't get off here. You need to come to the car park so you know where we're collecting you later. And I felt like saying, I'm not getting back on this poxy bus. But I was like, oh no, we're literally going to my cousin's house. It's literally just there. Like, and he was like, no. So I look back at Clodagh and I go, he's not letting us off the bus. And Clodagh comes down. She goes, it's literally a red light. Like, the bus isn't moving. Like, can you not just let us off? And he was like, how many is there? We were like 3. And he opens the door and lets us off. But like, what? We paid for the bus. If we want to get off, we can get off. Or like, what if like Clodagh was pregnant and had to pee or, I don't know, give birth or something? You know what I mean?
Yeah, sure.
fucking pissed me off. So anyways, we walked to my cousin's house anyways. My cousins are #rich and #posh and have a lovely, lovely house in Malahide. So we went there, had a couple of drinks there. And then we decided we go down to Gibney's at the pub in Malahide. And this is my dream day. The town is hopping. It's sunny. It's warm. We go into a nice pub, have a couple of drinks, met a couple of people in there that knew me. I'm actually wrecked, Paul.
Do you want to take a nap?
No. Met this guy, and I can't actually say the stuff he was saying on the podcast, but let's just say he knows one of my ops, and he was just saying everything that everyone else was thinking. And I was like,
ops?
You don't know what an op is?
No.
Like someone you hate.
He knows all of your ops.
He knows one of my ops.
Opponent?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, fair enough.
And he was
That's
like,
a new one.
He was saying all this stuff that me and Clodagh would like often say, and it was great. Oh, I just got a free voucher for Camille. That's great.
Okay, carry on your story.
Oh, someone just sent me a dilemma right now.
Okay.
Sorry, guys. Today is just a bit of an unhinged podcast, but it's fine because you signed up to be here. I didn't. I'm joking, I did. Okay, so go to Kingfishr. Hammered. Shock horror. You know what? I fear I'm trying to become too safe, like too brand safe. I'm like, the minute I say one thing, I'm like, oh, no, but I don't condone. Like, I got pissed at Kingfishr. And what? I'm not like, do you know what I mean? I fear like, even, okay? I have something to say, okay? I did a Shein order for my holiday, okay? And I was like, oh my God, when everyone finds out I've done a Shein order, I'm going to be done for. Why am I putting myself on this pedestal of like, I can do nothing? Like, most influencers would do a Shein order, and I haven't done one in like a year, and I needed bikinis for my holidays. I'm no longer the size I was last year, so I need bigger sizes. Shein is the most affordable place to get bikinis. So I did a Shein order. And now I literally was saying to Uncle Pat in the gym the other night, I was like, what am I going to do? And like my outfit of the day is like when I need to say where my bikini's from. Who gives a shit? Like, I feel like I'm just putting myself under too much pressure to be like perfect on the internet, which is not possible. So anyway, that was a tangent. Went to Kingfishr, got pissed, had a great time. Me, Clodagh and Paul, like Clodagh and Paul don't really like Kingfishr, so they're just there for the vibes, but I was there for the music. I love Kingfishr. But this is where the embarrassing part comes in, okay? So before Kingfishr, we met a girl called Ruby, who I know from working in Leopardstown at student races, and she said that she heard a rumour that Kingfishr were going to be back in Gibney's that night doing a little secret gig. So of course, when we caught wind of this, we were like, right, let's leave the concert 2 songs early and head back to Gibney's, right? So we leave the concert 2 songs early, go back to the pub, and sure enough, there's a room kind of cordoned off with a bouncer on each door. And I'm like, right, that's where Kingfishr are going to be. Me with a few drinks and knowing that there's going to be famous people around is not a good combo. Because I just lose all self-respect, okay? It's like when Lewis Capaldi was in Doyle's. I go up to the security man and, I'm pulling out all the stops. I work for the radio. I got free tickets for the gig tonight because I'm in with Kingfishr. Like, we went for drinks on the boat last year. Like, we're mates. Like, getting up the email, the tick. Oh, Jesus Christ. So embarrassing. Bear in mind, it's not like Kingfishr are like major celebrities. I don't understand if Justin Bieber was in the room or something. Oh my God. Your mom was having none of it, right? But obviously, your one Ruby who had told us they were going to be in there, because I'm an influencer, obviously thought like, oh, no brainer, we'd all get in. And then Clodagh and Paul, obviously being my friend, thought I would have enough aura to get us in there. No. Scarlet for the rest of my life. It only gets worse, right? Because Paul starts whipping up all their Instagrams. All the members of the band, what do? Text them all. Text every member of the band. Hey, we're in Gibney's. Just need a wristband to get in there to the L private gig. Oh my God, so embarrassing. I'm mortified for myself. Mortified.
So no joy.
No joy.
And were they actually in that room?
No. After all that, they weren't even in there.
So what? So you just harass people for no reason?
Yep. So the security guard basically was like, see, he was kind of eating it up though, like, because obviously he was bored. He had nothing else to be at. He was like basically saying like, I don't care who you are, you're not getting in without a wristband, but in a nice way. Who you are, as if I'm anybody anyway, but you know what I mean. And he was like, look, I'm not gonna lie to you, there's only 10 people in there. Like, you don't, like, it's not, like, you don't even want to go in there. Like, so Paul started this rumor that I was trying to crash Kingfishr's family dinner, like, please. But anyway, then Clodagh floats the idea that we should just go get food and leave. And I was like, don't tempt me with a good time. So we leave. Oh my God, this is so funny. I think I met one of your neighbours.
My neighbour?
Someone from Your neck of the woods. Where are you from again?
Glasgow.
Okay, right. So we go to this Chinese next door, okay? And we got in like the last order. So anybody that would come in after us, she'd just shout at them, the girl at the tail, and she'd go, "We're closed." Is that Glasgow?
Close enough. Yeah.
Sorry, we're closed. She just kept going, "We're closed." And this was like the funniest shit ever. Me, Paul, and Clodagh were eating this up. So like the whole way home, our vocal system was like, "We're closed." Anyway, got spice bagged, even though I meant to be on my fitness buzz or whatever, but when needs must. I didn't have any other takeaways that week, so I just figured like it's fine.
Did you harass any more taxi drivers?
Oh yeah.
You love to like give taxi drivers abuse when you're drunk.
Yeah, so we leave the Chinese, right? We're on the side of the street eating the Chinese. I am burning them out off myself. Didn't care the food was hot. Now to this day, it's now nearly a week later, my mouth is still in bits from it. Then a bus pulls up, a fancy ass looking bus. And who gets off? Only Kingfishr. At this point, I didn't give a shit. I was like, I'm over it now. Clodagh runs up, gets a selfie. It's a whole thing. So then we get in a taxi home and Clodagh starts winding me up and getting the taxi man to put on another radio station. And I was locked. I was sitting in the back of the taxi with these sunglasses on and I was like, I'm going to crash out. Put on FM 104. I'm going to have a crash out. Eventually he puts on FM 104. We get home and you know what? I was actually so locked in during all this because I was filming an ad that day for Beatbox.
Sure.
Which is like a drink, which I really actually do like. And it was a vlog of the day, like, but I needed to make sure at the end of the vlog that I put on the Beatbox t-shirt and went to bed. And I remembered to do it. That's how locked in I am.
For you. You know Kingfishr were here not that long ago in the building.
Yeah, I know. Like, look.
They're actually sat in this couch.
They're not. I'm not trying to like be like, oh, you're not even famous. But they're Irish lads. I've literally went for a drink with them before. They're not Hollywood celebrities. I don't know why I was acting like that.
Just drink made you confident.
Yeah, but like it's so like the next morning, like
how would you describe yourself as a drunk?
I'm actually an okay drunk. Like I don't really get drunk that often.
But when you do,
probably just like funny. Like I'm not a crier. I'm not a.
Would you get in a massive fight with someone?
No, not a crier. Don't get angry. I'm actually a pretty good drunk.
Okay, I could see you getting a fight with a bouncer at a door or somewhere. Saying you've got a gold card or something.
Yeah.
Or do you know how
likely
do you know how I am? And you get your Instagram
I'd never, ever,
you would
ever
never do the I've got 100,000 followers on Instagram card.
No, but if someone did it for me, I wouldn't mind.
Sure.
If someone said, look, this is her following, like she get in, I'd be like, okay.
I'm a cheeky drunk.
Are you?
Yeah, I can see.
You're cheeky sober.
I know, but imagine me drunk. I made someone cry at a wedding once because they gave me shit and I bounced back and they didn't like it.
Of course you did. Paul's very blunt and to the point.
Yeah, just don't come for me at a wedding when I'm drunk.
Don't come for me ever because you will be hearing from me.
Yeah.
But yeah, so low-key scared about all that, but it's character building, guys. What else happened that weekend? Sunday, woke up obviously with the fear, deleted, unsent all the messages I sent to every band member of Kingfishr. And I wouldn't mind, but like they don't even have a big following on Instagram. Like they kind of use the Kingfishr account. They don't really use their own ones. So like me messaging their private accounts is so embarrassing. What did I do on Sunday? Oh, me and Uncle Pat went shopping in Liffey Valley because Uncle Pat got a new job, guys, as I was saying. So I won't give too much detail, obviously, because bro doesn't expose his whole life on the internet like I do. But basically, we were at my cousin's 30th, like probably a month ago. And he was mad to get a new job because his current job, he just didn't have like much progression in it. So he was kind of thinking, I'd love to get into sales because obviously he's like really chatty and like, you know, he's easy on the eye. Like, so I feel like people would buy stuff off him. And he's obviously like really good at chatting to like anybody. So he was like, sales could be a good route for me. So I was kind of sussing it out for asking around for a few people if anyone like had any advice or whatever. And we were at my cousin's 30th and he got chatting to a fella there who goes out with my cousin's best friend. And he worked in a company and he was selling, and they said his name again, was telling Uncle Pat that he'd have a look around and see if there was anything going in the company because he could refer him. Because you know when you get referred like internally, like it's usually better or whatever. So the following day, woke up, Uncle Pat was like, oh, your man's obviously like not going to do anything. He was obviously just saying that because he drank on him or whatever. But he ended up bringing him and he was like, no, like I'll try sort you out, whatever. So ends up sussing out that they're hiring for 3 new sales positions or whatever. So he done up his CV. Well, I done up his CV. He done the CV and then I made it look nicer on Canva. Do you get me? And then sent it off, got an interview. And like, to be fair to him, he was so prepared for the interview. Like he was so locked in. And it was actually just so nice to see like him enthusiastic about something. Like, not that he's enthusiastic all the time, but to be excited about something. Because like, with sales, obviously, you get commission. So like, similar to influencing, the more you work, the more money you're going to make. Do you get me? Like, it's not a set salary kind of thing. So he was like on ChatGPT and he was like doing all these like pretend sales calls and like actually like closing the deals and shit. So yeah, I was delighted for him.
Was he talking to an AI voice?
Yeah, you can do AI voice.
Did you need to pay for that?
He used mine, which you do pay for, yes.
Oh, okay.
So he done the interview and like, bear in mind, right, when he is doing something, he's like, it's all he talks about. So he was talking about it, like, sure. Like he said, the interview went really, really well. It went on for a full hour. He got on so well with them. He was like, the only thing that might hold me back is the fact that I'm young and I don't have any real sales experience. Do you get me? But I was like, to be honest with a sales job, I feel like it's the personality more than anything. Like you could go and study a sales course and still be shit, like, do you know? But anyway, I was confident that he was going to get it. And sure enough, he got it. But I was like, whenever he told me, I started crying. I don't know why. I was just so happy for him because it was all he spoke about for weeks. And like, he was in a bit of a rut, like with his own job. And like, obviously I'm 3 years older than him. So technically I'm 3 years ahead of him in life and career or whatever. But like when I was his age, I was working in fucking Dunnes Stores, like, do you know? So I feel like he just feels like a bit of pressure to kind of keep up with me, which isn't necessary. Like he doesn't have to do that, you know? But yeah, I just got my eyelashes done and I left and he texted me and he was like, oh, just got an email there and the starting paragraph said unfortunately. So like, obviously I didn't get it and I was like, oh, I was like back to square one. Like, and I was like, look, like what's free, I won't pass you, this, that and the other. And then he was like, psych, he was like, you're talking to sales executive Pat here and all. He said he's not Uncle Pat anymore, he's executive Pat. He wants to go by. I'm like, oh my God. And he was like, imagine me going into this new job and people like, if people know you, they're going to be like, there's Uncle Pat. Like, I was like, yeah, I've kind of shammed you with the name that I've given you. But anyways, he officially started on Monday. He loves it already. Like the way he's explained it to me. I think like I've always explained our office in F104 is like real cool, modern, like chill. You can go get a fucking coffee when you want, go to the shop when you want. But he's never experienced that. So like now that he's in a job that it's kind of like that, he's like, oh my God, like it's just like a normal job. I'm like, yeah, like not every office is real strict and real formal, do you know? But yeah, so we went shopping on Sunday for a few new office outfits for him. And I got him a pair of runners as a little gift for his new job, as a little well done. He said he didn't want them, but I bought them anyways. So yeah, buzzing for him. Did I speak about booking a holiday yet?
No, you got annual leave?
We finally booked a holiday.
Ooh,
so
tell me more.
Uncle Pat, I keep going to say his fucking name. Me, Uncle Pat, Ava's boyfriend, and Ava, my cousin, are all going to Nice in France in like 3 weeks.
Nice.
So I must tell you, who's this annoying me?
So that means no podcast next week.
Well, this is different. So I'm off next week for different reasons, which we'll get into.
Oh,
we'll have to have a look at the L calendar, Paul.
no, we don't.
But yeah, we're going to Nice. So excited. Went to Nice like 4 years ago, freshly after I got cheated on. So it was like the best holiday of my life. It was my first time ever being on a girls' holiday and just having a laugh with my friends and like, you know, just like not even for the sake of getting with people, obviously, because I just literally just got cheated on, but just for the sake of like freedom. I'd never been on a girls' holiday before. It was just great. And Nice is gorgeous. Like it's so aesthetic and it's just like, oh, it's unreal. So I'm buzzing to go now.
Don't get scammed.
Hopefully no more scams, but you can do this little thing. You can book a Fiat tour. So you get a little Fiat and you drive it around the south of France for like 2 hours, but it's like a go-kart one. Oh my God, like buzzing.
Okay, what else are we talking about today?
I love it, Paul. It's just like, okay, move on. What else?
I have a bone to pick with you.
Oh, Jesus, here we go.
Why do you not know who Robyn is?
Yes, so this kind of leads me on.
In Pride Month, you're like, who's Robyn?
This kind of leads me on to my next thing, right? So I'm doing my IMRO nomination at the moment. The IMROs is the radio awards. You basically put a load of clips together of all your best radio moments and you put yourself in for a category. So I was looking back at my clips the other night and I found a clip where I had a song coming up, Dancing on My Own by Robyn. And I was going, who the hell is Robyn?
She's the OG Robyn.
I don't know anything about Robyn. You're going to have to enlighten me.
So Robyn was a teenage pop star in the 90s. She was the same time as Britney.
Oh.
Backstreet Boys. she was very young. She was like 15, 16 from Sweden. She's basically like my Zara Larsson.
Oh,
And
okay.
they've worked together, and they work with the same songwriters like Max Martin. So Max Martin wrote all of Britney Spears' big songs like "Hit Me Baby One More Time." So Robyn got her start with Max Martin in the early 90s. Then she disappeared for a bit, and then she came back with this banger song called "Dancing on My Own," and it's kind of like a millennial anthem.
Yeah, because now it's like Callum Scott.
Yeah, which is ironic because he's gay and he's made like the straight version of it, where Robyn is the gay version of it. So Robyn is straight, but hers is like a gay anthem.
Oh.
Callum Scott is gay and he made it really boring.
Why would he make it straight if he's gay?
It's just like acoustic and it's boring. But he was singing at hockey matches in America randomly.
I didn't know he was gay.
Anyway, Robyn has worked with Charlie XCX a lot. She's like, if you like Charlie XCX, Robyn's like the iceberg underneath.
And sorry, your man that you were saying writes the songs. Did you say he writes songs with Zara Larsson?
Yeah, Max Martin is massive. He's like
holy shit,
one of the biggest songwriters in the world.
Well,
he wrote that musical and Juliet. Remember that?
Come on, Paul.
Well,
speaking of me
songs.
and being in support of Pride Month and all that crap.
Oh yeah.
I'm afraid to do anything in case people are like, she's jumping on the bandwagon. Because I got asked to do something with, you might know.
Do you know this gay person?
Yeah, you know all the gay people,
don't you? LGBT?
So, you know Lost Lane?
I heard the name.
It's a nightclub in town. They're doing something to do with Pride. They're having like a Zara Larsson Pink Panthers night or something.
Oh,
and
I'd go to that.
They want me to do Lush Life outside just to promote it. Like,
I think you should.
But of course I want to do it, but I'm afraid people are going to be like, why are they getting straight creators to do stuff?
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. But
I have gay friends. I have loads of gay friends.
You have a gay producer.
I have a gay producer.
You're famously nice. You're a gay producer.
Yeah, I have so many gay friends.
Yeah, you're being an ally in Pride season. This is a thing where gay people get annoyed at straight people taking up space in Pride. But then if we didn't have allies, Pride wouldn't be as possible.
And also, if they're only asking me to do it because I always do Lush Life.
Yeah, I can see the connection. I think you may need to get someone gay with you, like Adam Fogarty.
Yeah, that could do it with me.
Adam Fogarty.
That's actually true. He's a dancer.
Get some LGBTs
LGBTQ
to join you.
Is that it?
LGBT is fine.
Okay.
Take it from me. Yeah,
it's so funny though, because like even on TikTok, like I'd never speak like this. Like, see the way I'm like, oh yeah, you know all the gays. If I said that on TikTok, I'd be cancelled.
Yeah, but it's out of context and it's short. And in comments, like Kevin Thomas interviewed Simon Harris this week, and on his Instagram page, the comments are absolutely wild. But I'm just like, wow, people don't hold back. Like,
do you remember, right, you know when Mitch came on?
Ronan Mitch?
Yes, and he was telling a story about when he was in Thailand and the lad was getting the blowjob.
Yeah.
Did you see the comments?
Yeah.
Someone said because I was like, so shocked, it was because I was homophobic. No, I was shocked because somebody was getting a blowjob and Mitch walked in.
Yeah. It could sound that way in a clip, but you're obviously just shocked because...
The more the story went on, I was like,
Yeah. If I was you or I was Ronan, I'd be obviously like, whoa.
Yeah.
As a gay person.
And to be fair, when I watched the clip back, I was like, someone's going to say that. Because I can just sense what people are going to pick up.
But anytime we post anything Pride related on and Facebook particularly, we get so much homophobic abuse. Yeah,
Facebook is crazy.
Facebook is like, no millennials go near Facebook because it's so toxic.
Yeah, I couldn't look at Facebook.
It's just dogs abuse from some Karen who's 57. Just writing absolute horrible. Like when we did that Ireland Said Yes podcast last year, Instagram full of lovely comments. Facebook just the worst people in the world.
Twitter's pretty bad too.
Not on Twitter.
I don't use Twitter. I only look at it for Love Island stuff. But Graham was telling me, because Graham loves to keep up with all my drama, but he only keeps up with it from me telling him. He doesn't see the stuff. But he was like to me, yeah, I seen stuff about you on Twitter. And I was like, oh, I'm not going into that realm of the internet.
Ronan was getting abuse for his moustache.
Was he?
Ronan Mitchell, they were saying the P word about him.
But you know what, right? When
like,
I know we were over this last week, right?
Okay. And
I've said it a million times of me being done with stuff. But
so hard to be an influencer.
It's hard to be an influencer, but I had another epiphany, which I'll tell you off camera.
Oh.
I had another epiphany as to like, why in God's name have I ever engaged in any of this shit? And I'm having major regrets. But I'm like, you know what? You can't have regrets. I've learned my lesson. And like, I think last week in the podcast, you know, I was listening to it on the Stairmaster this morning.
The Stairmaster?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was watching it on YouTube because I never watch it on YouTube.
You're not a YouTuber?
Well, no, because I'd be driving, so I got to watch it this morning. And I think I don't want to say I came across well, but I think I explained myself well, where I'm like, look, sometimes I just want to prove myself to everyone for some weird reason. It's obviously a thing inside me that I have that I need to deal with. But since the whole Leaving Cert scandal and everything this week, anytime I get a comment, even if there's a slight twinge of negativity off it, blocked. I'm going to create my own narrative in my own comment section.
Yeah.
Block.
Live in ignorance.
Yeah, you say even something remotely negative, bye driver.
Good for you.
Exactly, because it's not worth my energy, you know what I mean? Guys, we're back. Me and Paul were bitching, so we had to cut some stuff. Let me have a look at the notes and see what else have I got. Oh,
Steve?
No, not yet.
Okay.
Don't be jumping the gun here, Paul.
Oh.
I just had a visitor in the studio. You guys might remember Keelan from the toy show. Keelan is the little boy who has Tourette's, and on the toy show he met Roy Keane and also got a voice video message from Lewis Capaldi. Well, for some reason he was mad to meet me, of all people. So he came in, we did Lush Life together, he gave me a little present, and by the time you're seeing this, the Lush Life will be up. But I'm so jealous. He's meeting Lewis Capaldi on Wednesday. And I'm like...
How's that happening?
Because the toy show organised it.
Oh.
But I have a little connection in Universal, and I emailed a load of ideas that I had to potentially do with Lewis, obviously being very ambitious, and was basically just told, like, no, it won't happen, which is fair enough. Like, obviously Lewis doesn't need promotion, he's a busy man, but I just feel like if somebody said to him, look, this girl, first of all, I'm not saying he knows me, right, but he obviously knows that he did that promotion with the flowers, and he knows that I got the flowers, right? So he knows of my existence. If someone said to him... He
commented on your Instagram once?
Yeah. If someone said to him, you know, you're one that you sent the flowers to, and you replied to her comment, and she's obsessed with you, and she's a radio presenter, and she's an influencer, she wants to do a bit of content with you, I think he would do it.
True, but I don't think Lewis Capaldi sent you those flowers himself.
Obviously
not. Some PR girlie had a list.
No.
And
what happened was...
They were like, she loves Lewis.
I know what happened, buddy. So he has a team in the UK and he has a team in Ireland.
Yeah.
The UK team reached out to the Irish team and said, we're doing this promotion or fucking marketing, whatever the hell. We want to send flowers to like 5 or 6 people. Here's who's on our radar. And I was on their radar, which is good because that means they see my stuff. That reminds me of Jake Shane. He's like, you're seeing my stuff? You know that? You know about my stuff? Anyway.
I like the Jake Shane clip about the marathon. That always makes me laugh.
I need to listen to his podcast. I never listened. I'm starving.
He thinks marathons in different cities are different lengths.
Can we... That's hilarious. Can we get a chicken later?
I'm going home. Sorry.
When?
After this.
What time is it?
I finish at 5:30.
Will you cut up my chicken for me?
If you run and buy it. So you have to get Steve in.
Yeah, I will. Right. What was I talking about there?
I don't
Lewis.
know.
Anyway,
Lewis.
It's going to happen at some point in my career, people. I know it will. They always say you're only 7 people away from the person you want to meet. I'm like 1 away from him. So look, it's going to happen. If now's not the right time, I'm happy that I was told no because I want it to be good when it happens. You know what I mean? In other news, my Vinted is popping off. I'm selling so much stuff. Let's hope I don't get banned again. It's linked in my bio on TikTok and Instagram. And also, update on Pancake Gate. Someone just cancelled the Vinted order on me. Grand. Pancake Gate, never found out who it was. And also, Little, Big Fat Legends. I heard a rumor. They sent me out a little mini fridge.
Today?
Yeah, it's in my house.
Purple?
No, I don't think it's. I think it's white.
Well,
but now I can keep my pancakes in my room.
Oh, you manifested a mini fridge after last week?
I didn't manifest. I asked for one.
Oh.
I put up a video and I said, Little, I'm going to need a mini fridge. And they sent me one.
Well, can you get me one too?
Peak gifting. No.
Can you get me one?
No.
Switch to?
Guys, so I'll just tell you now that I'm not going to be here next week. Sure I won't.
Yes, we're taking a little break so Kasey can have a break.
Yeah, because I have Saturday, I have my granny's 90th. Yup, Greta. My cousins are coming out from America. So excited. Sunday, I have Olivia Dean. Monday, I have nothing. Tuesday, I have Lewis Capaldi. Wednesday, I hopefully have Katy Perry. Took Thursday and Friday off. No, I'm off Friday anyway. Took Thursday off. Calvin Harris, hopefully Saturday. And I'm not going to be in work. I took the week off, so I'm not going to be in the building to do the podcast. And I'm not coming into town.
And what about Pride? You're not turning up for Pride? Saturday? Are you real? It's a Saturday. I told you this last week.
You have been mixing up the dates. You've told me the 20th and you've told me 27th twice.
27th. It's after Katy Perry.
Paul, you're so dumb. That's ages away.
Okay.
Wait, that's the day of Calvin Harris.
Yeah, but he's not He's not doing Pride during the day.
Yeah, but it's going to be an all day thing.
Pride is, you'll be done by lunchtime.
Paul.
Be an ally. I want to see you on the streets waving your Pride flag about.
Do you know what?
You know what? Get Uncle Pat for Pride topless and you can show him off.
Hell yeah. I actually would love to go to Pride, but I don't like going to town when there's shit like that on because it's hectic.
But it's gays.
I know, but like there's still, what if there's a lot of hate crimers are going around?
They won't be. There's guards everywhere. Your dad will have to work it.
Yeah, my dad will be there, to be fair.
Your dad will have to take his top off too.
Oh, please. No one wants to see that. Right. Am I moving on?
Yeah, we're going to take a little break.
We're going to take a little break.
Steve.
We're going to get Steve-O.
Do you want to get Steve for dilemmas?
Yeah. Welcome back, people. On the case, we are joined by none other than Steven! Yeah! We're back, baby! Week 2.
Good. It's getting better, and I think I have a man crush on Lorenzo.
Oh, okay. No, Lorenzo is gorgeous.
Yeah. You know what? I like the way he's moving.
Yeah.
You know, and it's quite funny because if he was a bull and you put him into a field with a load of cows, he'd work his way through each cow.
For sure.
And that's what he's doing on Love Line. I'm not calling the girls cows. Just to throw that out there.
Men are cows.
But yeah, he's kind of smooth.
He's growing on me, to be fair. I feel like he has this really niche like sense of humor.
Yes.
And like, do you remember when all the girls were giving out about some challenge or something? He just goes, I don't have a problem. He just puts his hand up. He's like, I don't have a problem with anything. He doesn't care.
I know.
He doesn't care about anything.
I know. And what was it? Simba had been talking to Mika, and he didn't want to kiss her. He was like, no, I don't really want to do that. And he sat down and was telling the lads, you know, I'm talking to Mika and I'm not really sure what to go. And Lorenzo's like, go call her right now.
Yeah. Go kiss her right now.
Do it now. You know,
they're bad influences on each other. Yeah. But what do you think about Lorenzo and Yasmin? They finally actually got together.
I think they could be quite good.
Yeah, I do too.
I didn't think so initially.
Yeah.
But there's definitely, there is something there. And do you know what I love about Yaz? She loves to snuggle.
Yeah.
Did you ever notice that? She loves to get in.
She's always like properly cuddled up to them all. Yeah.
But yeah, I kind of like, I like her anyway. I think she's really cute.
Yeah, she's nice.
And I think when you see Lorenzo with her, there seems to be a bit more tension.
100%.
You know.
Than with Aiden.
Yeah. But also too, Lorenzo with Priya, not really.
No, there's nothing really there.
And even with, Jasmine at first, kind of so. But I'm seeing a little bit more, and maybe like he said, he's learning how to do this.
Yeah, but now I'm kind of curious because now that he's technically got what he wanted, I didn't know if she'd fully break away from Aiden, but she has. Yeah. I wonder will he get bored?
Absolutely, and then some bombshells are going to come in.
Yeah, we're getting more tonight.
Yes, yeah. There's a really good one. We won't talk about that, but there's a really good one coming up. It looks great, actually. Yeah. It kind of reminds me of a mini Casa Amor.
It's a sleepover.
Yeah.
Yes. Interesting.
Yeah, so that should be great. But you're all right. I think with Lorenzo, I think that somebody else could come in and could turn his head and could what's her name, end up going back to Aiden. Could Yaz end up going back to Aiden?
What do you think about Ellie going back to Aiden?
I think that's gone.
Do you?
I think so, because she said it now a couple times.
Yeah, and now she's like clearly the second option. Like,
yeah.
But I always just felt like they did have unfinished business. They never really got to start the business in the first place.
Yeah, and I think Namibia and Aiden are not great. I can't see that lasting really.
They just don't look. They just don't. There's no energy. Like they just know. They're just no for me.
Yeah, but you know what? But I do think Aiden could go back to Yaz.
Do you?
And you know why?
Whip out the notes, Steve.
Ladies and gentlemen, the notes.
Tell me why.
So last week we spoke about age. And we talked about how Shakira was only 22 when she went into Love Island.
Yeah.
So I took a look, and you know the average age of the Love Island winners,
okay,
male and female, the average age of the winners since it started was 23.
Okay.
Okay. Now, who were the oldest winners? Would you know who the oldest winners were?
Davide and Ekansu?
Absolutely.
Oh,
Spot
God, I'm
on.
good. God, I am good.
You're good.
I'm so good.
What's their age? What was their age?
When they won?
Yeah.
I want to say like, I'm stuck between like 27 and 32.
All right, pick one.
Don't do this to me, Steve.
Pick one.
27.
Is the right answer.
Ah! God, I'm so good. God, I'm so
Damn, you are good.
And they're probably 32 now.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, lads, I am a genius.
Yeah. So who's the oldest in the villa right now?
Right now, Lola.
You're right.
God, this is great.
And there's two others who are the same age as Lola.
Same age as Lola. Let me think. Well, it's not
It's two lads.
Aiden.
No, he's one of the young ones, actually.
It's not Cavan. It's not Fitzy. I don't know.
Okay. Lorenzo and Tommy.
I
They're
thought Tommy.
also 28. You know?
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
So 23 is the average age of the winners. So right now there's only two people in the villa that are 23 years old. And they are Aiden and Yasmin.
Oh, so you're going mathematical with this.
Yeah. So, okay, they had a lot of friction going on between the two of them. Now, like that, if some bombshells come in and Lorenzo heads towards a bombshell, would Yaz go back to Aiden?
Probably, but he seems fairly checked out. He's like, no, can't go back there.
I don't know. Now, he said that. He did call Yaz Ellie 3 times.
Oh my God, that was so bad.
Yeah.
That was like, what do you mean? Like in your argument about calling her Ellie, you call her Ellie again.
I know.
How is that even possible?
Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, it happened to be twice.
The first time was like, okay, fine. You know her like 3 days, whatever.
Yeah.
Second time was in bed, so that was pretty bad.
Yes.
And then the third time was like, this is like horrendous.
I know.
Yeah.
They were arguing. So, I mean, it can happen, but after the first, even the second time, it would have to stop.
Call it off.
Yeah.
Who else do we have going on in there?
I'm thinking there could be, they I know you're talking about Ellie, but I don't know. There was just something about Ellie. It was like, no, I'm kind of tired of it.
Yeah, and she's kind of getting on with Tommy now.
Yeah.
What you make of him? Remember he was trying to get with like all 3 of them?
And he did. He's like, will you kiss me?
Yeah.
Paul, would you kiss me? You up there, would you kiss me?
Bud.
Come on, kiss me. Who's ever? Kiss
And
me.
I'm sorry, but do you know, people are saying who he looks like. Do you remember Jess from a couple of seasons ago?
I'd have to see a picture.
Yeah, they're saying that he's like the image of her. But you know what, right? Even though he kissed Namibia, wasn't it?
Yes.
And lied about it.
That's right.
I'm here for the lying.
Yeah.
I'll tell you why. Because Love Island in the last couple of years has come very much like the minute something happens, I need to tell my partner.
Yes.
There's going to be no drama. If you tell them straight away, we need remember like Ekansu will crawl up on the roof. And, like we need a bit more drama. Like I hate the way the minute something happens, it's like, I need to tell my partner right now. And now in the real world, I do condone that behavior. But in there, it's like a bit of lying is okay.
I know. And it was interesting when you talk about the lying, Simba decides to tell Angelisa that, you remember they set up the borders? And he says,
he said he would.
I was talking to Mika and I don't really know about the borders anymore. Yeah. I'm thinking, Simba, what the heck is wrong with you?
So he was like, it probably would have been better if I coupled to her. I was like, are you dumb?
I know.
Why would you say that?
I know.
Why would you say that?
You know, that's like the extreme of totally opening up.
100%.
And there was no need for him to do that. But you are right. They need a little bit of sneaking around.
Yeah.
Keep that stuff to yourself.
But like he literally had just said to Angelisa, oh, Pinky promise you I wouldn't ever kiss anyone when we're in a couple. Then he's like, let's actually just backtrack on that whole thing.
I know. Like, and drop the borders. There's no more borders.
But when he came in, he seemed real like, oh, I'm real mature. I'm going to take her away from Opie, whatever. Yeah. And now he's just gone back on the whole thing.
I know. So... yeah, no, you're absolutely right. They need a little bit of sneaking around.
Yeah, there needs to be something.
For sure.
So who's gone over to the sleepover now? It's Cavan, Yasmin.
Okay.
I want to say Mika. I don't know. I wonder will Cavan stray from Jasmine? I like them together.
Yeah. Yeah, Jazz is a funny one.
What's your opinion on Jasmine?
She kind of runs hot and cold.
Yeah.
And Cavan said the same thing. He's like, she's kind of there sometimes and not. So I think she was really into Lorenzo. And they kind of matched, I thought.
Yeah.
But since then, is there anybody kind of at her level, really? And
I could see her finding her way back to Lorenzo eventually, because they get each other, and like when she gives him like not advice, but when she gives out to him, he listens, and he's like, okay. So I feel like because Cavan's a bit young for her, I think.
Yeah, he's younger than Aiden.
Yeah, he's only 21.
Yeah.
But I think Yasmin, I think she's just girl boss.
Yeah.
I just like the way she just finishes all the lads off when she says something. She's just like, yeah.
Yeah.
I think she's great.
She's very good. Going back to Lorenzo, that would be interesting.
I can see it happening.
Yeah.
They need, and I've been saying this. They need to do more of those challenges where it's like, oh, kiss who you'd kiss if you weren't with your current partner, this, that, and the other. Because Lola and Sean have had 0 tests.
Yeah.
0.
Well, there was that one discussion when Lola said that she would like a man that earned more than her.
Yes.
And, I tell you what was really interesting. When the two of those got together, they had done the challenge and they all came back and they're sitting there. And Sean said, this is a little bit of a red flag here.
Yeah.
And, Lola kind of got upset. She's like, no, I didn't mean, I really know. And you could see that she really cares for him.
Yeah. It was just funny how both of their comments were about money. Like, what were the chances of that?
Yeah.
But like in one of the challenges the other night, he got a card and it was like, oh, do a lap dance on someone of your choice. Obviously, he's going to pick her. We need drama. And if there's one thing I know, no couple has ever gone smooth sailing for the whole thing.
No.
So something's going to happen.
No.
And I'm sorry, I'm here for the drama. I need more drama.
Yeah. I thought the money thing would have thrown a spanner in the works with the two of them. But Sean's like, you're mine,
Yeah.
So,
and they had their little date.
And they had their
which
date.
was cute.
Yeah.
It was a nice little date. But
yeah.
you know what? The more I listen to Lola, right? I can't believe she's a detective.
I know.
She kind of comes across quite ditzy.
Yes. Yeah.
No offense, Lola, if you're listening.
I'm going to come back next week with a little bit of research on Lola.
Okay.
And I'm going to check out this whole detective
You're going to do
thing.
some detective work on the detective.
On the detective, yeah. And I'm going to find out what section she works in.
For sure.
What cases she's been on.
Absolutely.
Has she solved any cases?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
yeah. Well, look, that's our Love Island recap for this week. Have you anything else you want to talk about before we do dilemmas?
No, we pretty much covered it all.
Well, we're just that good.
We did.
We're just that good. Right, guys, we'll take a break and we'll be back in 2 minutes with dilemmas. Welcome back to On the Case, people. Best case scenario time. So we're giving the listeners our best case scenario.
Okay.
For their problems. Okay. So this girl said, I'm definitely too late. You're not. We're here. Please keep me anonymous. I'm so bored and like unhappy with my life during the summer. I'm just done 5th year and live in a small town where the only thing to do is go for food. I'm super broke, so can't do that very often. And my friends never want to meet up and do anything. And I find that all I do all day is go on my phone. I know I could be studying or like working out and stuff, but I'm just too lazy and have no motivation. I love going out, but we only go out for bank holidays or people's birthdays and not so often. And I feel like the idea of going out is way better than it actually is when I'm actually going out and embarrassing myself. Any advice?
Okay. How about this one? So she's a student.
She's just finished 5th year.
Okay. So she gets cheap travel.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Why don't you hop on a bus, hop on a train, and just go somewhere, and just go for it? It's fairly cheap for you to travel, and just pick a spot, go for it, go out there, have some lunch, bring somebody with you.
Don't bring a book.
Don't bring anybody with you.
Listen to a podcast.
Have you heard this thing called On the Case?
Yeah, On the Case.
Okay. I think travel is cheap enough that you could probably go somewhere and just explore.
And I think they do a month in the summer for students where they travel for free, I'm pretty sure, on the Leap card, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
So when I was in 5th year, I had a similar situation. It's funny enough, because it's about Love Island. I just remember in 5th year, every day I do the same thing. I'd get up, I'd have breakfast, I'd go to the gym, I'd come home, watch Love Island on repeat for the whole summer of 5th year until, like you said, there was a party or a concert or something like that. So look, I feel like a lot of people are probably in the same position as you. But if your friends are saying they don't want to do stuff, maybe try and come up with like new ideas. Like Steve said, like, let's go to fucking Bray for the day.
Yeah.
Let's go to Dunleary for the day. And if they don't want to go, just go on your own. Try and build habits. I know you're saying you're too lazy to work out and you're too late. Find something you like. You might like reformer Pilates. You might like, but you know what? That shit's expensive. Get a mat. Do it in your back garden.
Yeah.
There's loads of stuff you can be doing. Couch to 5K. But I wouldn't recommend studying in the summer. Personally.
No.
Don't be at that.
And what would she be studying for this
Probably
day?
the leaving cert next year.
Oh, right.
Let's not go there. I've had enough leaving cert drama.
Yeah.
But what you were also saying that sometimes the idea of going out is more fun than going out. That is true. Like sometimes you think, oh, going out's going to be great crack. And then you just drink too much and then you make a show of yourself. But I would set things to look forward to. Like, okay, we're going to go to this concert in June. We're going to go to this in July. And just have like little stuff to look forward to. And as I said, like find your thing, whether it's walking, running, gym, Pilates, football, something will stick, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. And you're right. And I think also too that, have a plan for the summer. So you have that to look forward to.
Yeah.
So you're going to do this, you're going to do that and do this. And yeah, I mean, that gives you that vibe like, oh man, this is going to be great. And then it also gives you incentive to go out and buy something for this or go and pick up something for this. And I know you're saying you don't have a lot of money. Some of the thrift stores.
Get on the Vinted buzz.
Yes.
Vinted is so addictive, right?
Yeah.
You're saying you have loads of free time. Clear out your room, right? My mother always tells me your living environment is the way your head is. Okay?
Oh, there we go.
So if your room is a mess or you have loads of clothes, like busting out the wardrobes, get on Vinted, sell them all.
Yep.
Make a bit of money. And as far as motivation goes, there's a lot to be said for writing a to-do list. You always write lists with a pen.
I do loads of lists and just tick it off as you do it.
Because then,
it's brilliant.
Like you're saying you're lazy and you don't want to do stuff, but like if I write down stuff to get done that day, like put on a wash, go on a walk, do this, you will do it. You will do it, Quinn.
Yeah.
Okay, next up. Okay, so I was talking to this person and we were talking for ages. They were older, but anyway, after we've been talking for about 3 or 4 months, I was fully invested on my behalf. All of a sudden, they ghosted me for 2 to 3 days. I was out with my friend when... You guys confuse me. I was out with my friend when... Who texts her? They did. Okay, so she's out with her friend and the guy that ghosted her has just texted her friend.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Then she tried to open it on the sly and the message was them flirting. I was like, WTF, and now she won't talk to me and I've blocked the person. Who does that? And the heading was, my situationship is talking to my best friend. Well, that's not a friend if you ask me.
No, that's not good at all. That's not good. I mean, how long has this been going on?
So she, the friend texting.
Yeah. Was that going on when you all were together?
Because she's saying that she was talking to them for 3 or 4 months.
Yeah.
But then I don't know if it's a girl or a boy, sorry. They went ghost mode for 2 or 3 days. So I'm like, was that because they started talking to the friend? Or this whole thing, they're both trash if you ask me.
Yeah.
They owe you nothing, but the friend does. I'd call it the friend. I'd be like, what's the story with that? Like,
yeah.
Do you know?
You should be able to say to your friend what's going on.
Yeah.
And then find out exactly. And if they were connecting during those 3 days, I'd hop on a bus and go find that other person, and get together and do your trips. There
the first dilemma, girl, I just read out. You meet up with her.
Yeah.
And call it a day. Well, guys, do I have any other ones? Let me just see. Help me get over my ex, please. It's been over a year.
Ooh.
Well, look, I probably didn't get over mine for 2 years, but that was because I got cheated on. So it was more so the situation I was trying to get over, not the person. Yeah. Because the person was a roadkill. But it just takes time, doesn't it?
It does. Absolutely. And do things to take your mind off it.
Yeah.
If you find yourself someplace just sitting and thinking, get up and go somewhere.
Yeah.
Or just go and talk to somebody.
Yeah.
Talk to anybody. But just
get back on the horse.
Absolutely.
Go on nights out. Flirt with people. Yeah. Get on the dating apps. Even if you don't want it to go anywhere, just to get back out there.
Yeah.
Break the ice. Go on a few dates. Like, that was something I never done. Like, it was last week we were talking about that dilemma. I remember, I only ever went on 3 dates. My first boyfriend, random guy in the middle, current boyfriend. I feel like you probably should go on more dates just to experience stuff.
Yeah.
Me personally, no, but just get out there.
Yeah, absolutely. Don't forget, travel is cheap.
Travel is cheap.
Hop
That's today's
on a
motto. Steve's motto is hop on a bus. Well, guys, thank you for your dilemmas. You can send them into On the Case Pod. Please send me more for next week. I always forget to post it. So send them early. onthecasepod@gmail.com is probably the best way. Or you can DM me, DM the podcast account, DM whoever you want, baby. Steve, it's been emotional?
It's been more than emotional.
It has, actually.
It's been awesome.
It's been great. You'll be back next week. Guys, thanks for listening. New episodes every single Wednesday. Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube. Share, like, tag, subscribe. Love you all. Bye.
See ya.
On the Case is an Onic original podcast hosted by me, Kasey Campion. Audio and visual design by Stephen King O'Farrell and Connor Daly. Developed and produced by series producer Paul McGregor. Executive producer Sasha Hamrogue. New episodes of On the Case come out every Wednesday on all podcast platforms, and you can watch full episodes on YouTube. Thanks for listening. This is an Onyx original podcast.